Hello, friends. I have about 5 days to crochet a baby blanket for my friend's baby shower. So my friend from college, I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't seen him since my wedding. Life is rough, but he told me that he's having a baby, and so like, oh, wonderful. And then he said that he's having a baby shower. Now, I've known that he had a baby girl for a while now when he told me the gender. And I was like, I have to make a baby blanket. Have I started on the baby blanket? No. So, like I said, I have about a week to do it, and so we're gonna go ahead and pick out the yarn and get started. Now luckily baby blankets don't take me long, maybe like 2 or 3 days max. So we're gonna vlog this whole entire situation, and yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and pick the yarn that is needed for this blanket. All right, so as you can see, I have all my yarn color coded. If you want to see how I did this, I'll link that video down below, but we're gonna keep to the top because this is where all the pink and girly colored yarn is. I don't know, I mean, obviously I have like this big twist like thick yarn, and then I have this super cute sparkly yarn that I could use. I'm kind of leaning towards this. I think like one skein could make a full blanket, like a full baby blanket, or maybe like this one. This is the mainstay. I don't even know if they make this anymore. This is the mainstay sparkle acrylic yarn, and it's a worsted weight, so it's gonna work up quickly. So I think I'm gonna use that. And then what else could I use? I could use like this yarn as well. This is like Lush. I really like this for like accents. So these two colors look really cute together. So this is the Lush Loft and Blush. I don't have many of these, but when I do, I like to use them as accents in a blanket. So I think that's cute. I'm looking to have like maybe a few colors in this blanket. No, not quite. I don't know, maybe we can add like a little bit of a maroon, because all I have of this color right here. What do y'all think? Is that giving Valentine's Day? I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep to this scheme for right now, and then we're gonna brainstorm some designs and go from there. Okay, I had to get my shawl because I'm like freezing in this room, but I'm gonna just stick to what I know, and I'm gonna do the baby blanket that I always do, which is like this granny square. I'm gonna post a picture. It's the Cozi granny square blanket that I do, and then I put eyelets in it every few rows, and I'm like constantly going back and forth whether or not I should write a pattern for it, because it really works up really quickly, and it's like kind of like my go-to motif to do. I don't know if somebody has already made it. You know, like sometimes when you are doing pattern or writing a pattern or drafting a pattern, you're like, oh my god, has anybody ever came up with this? And then you're like, I don't know, I don't care, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with this one. We're gonna go ahead and get into it, and I'm gonna pick this yarn. Let's see, what hook size should I use? It's calling for a 5.5 millimeter, and I think that's what I have. No, that's a 7. This is a 6. Should I go with the 6? Let's go to 6. I actually worked on it more than I thought I would, so this is what we have so far. It looks a little wonky because it's not like blocked out or anything, but this is what it looks like so far. And pretty much it is just these 10 rows. So starting from here to the last row of this white part is just literally 10 rows, and then I repeat that like 3 times, I think. And I came up with this blanket idea with my son when I was pregnant with my son. It looks a little wonky because the yarn, this white yarn, I think is not worsted weight yarn. I think it's DK. I originally wanted to go with the worsted weight like fuzzy yarn, but because I was also turning this into a tutorial, so I'm also filming a tutorial video for this. So I don't know which one you'll see first, this video or the tutorial video, but that's why I used the white yarn to contrast. But as I'm like crocheting more of it, it is a little wonky, but I'm hoping that that'll block out, and I'm going to stretch it some and manipulate it a little bit when I steam block this, so hopefully it'll make up for that a little oopsie, but I think it'll be all right. It's pretty nice so far, and these work up super quickly. I think I've been working on this for maybe 3 hours straight, and I got, well, 3 hours interrupted maybe 2 hours uninterrupted. Been pretty nice so far. And this is how much I have left of my skein. Now that I'm like literally halfway done, I feel like this is like the halfway mark. I don't know if I'm gonna try to finish it like tomorrow, or I could finish it tomorrow, but it depends. Or I might like put it off till the last minute. We'll see. But yeah, that's how the blanket is going so far. I don't know if I'm gonna do tassels on the corners, or if I'm gonna do a pico stitch edge, or I could do like the backwards, what is it called, backwards single crochet, or the crab stitch. So many different stitch. I literally only use like pico stitch or crab stitch. That's literally the only two that I use for blankets, ribbing, edging. It's so crazy. I need to find other borders to use with my crochet. But I'm also tempted to do pom-poms, like cute little white pom-pom, like pom-pom in each corner. I think that would also be really cute. What do you guys think? Leave them down in the comment. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on this maybe I can knock it out this weekend actually. I do want to finish this before, like way before the baby shower. I don't know, we'll see. I'll see you at the next update, I guess. I don't know. At this point, I don't know if I should just like give up. Oh my gosh, I am probably the worst crocheter ever. Okay, I'm not. Obviously, you wouldn't be watching this video if I were. All right, I have yet again run out of yarn, and I have one more side, well, 1 and like a quarter more side to go with this. I have looked everywhere in my yarn stash for a solution. Okay, and I have 3 options, and I think the one that's most likely I'm gonna choose is probably the most ghetto. So we have this one, but it's straight up white. Like this is more like an off-white, as you can see. Like it would definitely, you could definitely see the difference. This one most likely is out. Even though it would be enough to cover to the other side, this is not gonna cut it. It's straight up white. The next one is this yarn, but the thing is, it's a DK. So I had the problem before where it like kind of bulged up because this yarn was like a DK, or the yarn that I used before was like a DK, but it was like a thicker DK and it worked, but it has some bulging. So like I said, this may be an option. It's a little bit, it's like a tad bit lighter than what I use, but you know, it's an option. The next one I think is what I'm gonna have to go with. Okay, so as you can see, this is a what do they call it? Speckled? No, tweed. This is the tweed yarn, but this is like the perfect shade to go with it. But this isn't tweed, but this is tweed. So I'm like, can I pick the little tweed parts off? And some of them I can. Some of them are like interwoven like this one is, so I won't be able to do that. But I'm like, ooh, this is a little ghetto. And I don't want to start with this yet because this is obviously a different texture than everything. And I would rather use that closer to the end of the blanket. Y'all, this is a true stash busting baby blanket here, okay? Because like, why can I not figure this out? And it's literally like just one side. If you look, you can barely tell that, I mean, some spots you can tell. I don't know if you can see right there. Some of them I just couldn't get like the brown off, or the tweed. I'd have to go in there and really pick it out. But I was able to do it. Look at me being thrifty. Anyway, let me go ahead and cut this. And then that's it for this, unless like really down the line I need it. I'll keep it close, but for right now, I'm kind of done with that for right now. I've been frogging this other project with this pink yarn, and the center pull ended up falling out, so I'm just gonna use the center pull for now. But oh my gosh, if I could find it. You see all of this is how my yarn gets tangled up. I'm here for another status check, so I'm gonna show y'all what I have so far. This is what it looks like so far. So as you can see, it's getting bigger and it's getting to that size that I want to, but this is what my yarn ball looks like. So I am gonna have to cut it, and I am going to have to wind this back up because it is getting to the point where it is unmanageable. It is currently Wednesday and the baby shower is on Saturday, so my hair looks crazy. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna put the hoodie up, okay? Okay, so the baby shower, today's Wednesday. The baby shower is on Saturday. So I have what, like a few days to actually finish this. I want to at least get like to the point where I just have the border left. This is a hot mess, y'all. This is my daily life, you know. So if I can get to the point where today where all I have to do is the border, then we'll be golden. I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to pull this from the outside and just roll in. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy because I have just been neglecting this. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I have just been using it and abusing this poor ball of yarn. Oh my gosh. Because I was switching up and I was pulling it from the inside, but now the outside is disrupting the inside. So it's like, okay, now you gotta get your stuff together. Alright, y'all, I've gotten to that point in the bowl where it just looks like the inside of somebody's stomach or the inside of somebody's like small intestine. It looks crazy, but we are slowly getting it built up into a nice bowl. Alright, y'all, so the cake is done. I'm just taking the I didn't know that it could come off, but it did when I took the thing off. Anyway, this is my cake now. Now I can actually crochet without having to worry about my ball getting tangled up on itself. And hopefully that will help me finish fast. The fact that my ball of yarn was tangled up was holding me back. So I'm going to go ahead and try to knock out the next, 5 rows, the last 5 rows of this color, and have a nice decent size blanket, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the border and then we can block it. All right, it's been a few days and I'm back. I finished the blanket, so we're gonna go ahead and steam block it. Now I'm not going to like pin it down or anything, mainly because I have no idea where my blocking boards are ever since I rearranged my room, and I have no idea where my blocking pins are. So but we're gonna steam block this, and the steamer is, this is the little steamer thing that I use. So we're gonna go ahead and block this. It looks so cool. I ended up going with the picot stitch border. Thing, isn't it cute? I wish I had like a little ribbon to go around it, but we ain't got time for that. We gotta go. All right, off to the baby shower. All right, guys, so it's a few days later. He didn't open up the gift at the baby shower, but he did tell me later on that he really likes the blanket. So that's the conclusion of today's video. So if you're wondering, Alea, when are you gonna come out with that blanket? Right now, I've already have a video tutorial up for my channel members. So if you want to be a channel member, the link is gonna be down below so you can get access to that video. But right now, I currently am working on the written pattern. So if you're a member, you also get the written pattern for free. So just keep that in mind. Whenever I come out with patterns, all my channel members get access to it before anybody else. So if you're interested in that, I will be linking that down below and how to join and all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, that's it for the baby blanket vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments what are some of your favorite baby blanket patterns. I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, create something gorgeous. Bye, guys.